Welcome to the It's Good to Be Bard podcast, role-playing sessions for the more discerning listener.
Greetings, friends, and welcome. Take a seat and prepare yourselves, for only the hardiest will be able to endure what is about to take place. I know I couldn't. The Bard Boys have assembled here in days of yore to adventure with the greatest hobbit of all time. But before we begin, may I beg an indulgence of thee to like and subscribe to our exploits, to tell your friends of these strange tellers of tales, and perhaps inquire of our friend Mr. Patreon. I've scribbled down all the addresses in our description. So previously, our trio, that's Drogo Baggins, Esmeralda Tuck, and Paladin the Tuck, somewhere between the 2nd and 11th, played by Dave, Ollie,
hello,
and Dave, too,
Hello.
visited the town of Michael Delvin and returned with an old map of the Shire to Bag End. So as 3 deviants wasn't quite enough to send me over the edge, now Bilbo joins the party, played by Matt,
Hello.
our part-time contributor, full-time genius, to join our wearing and somewhat annoying adventurers in their latest quest.
Bullshit is what that is.
I should have read the small print. 5 of these adventures. 5, dear God, why? A quick rules explanation is needed for Matt, and it certainly helps as a catch-up for the rest. However, this time, there's a firm rule on the adventurers. No more ridiculous asides, no more interruptions.
We're done.
We're done.
Oh well, bangles that idea. So, with my therapist on speed dial and plenty of medication to keep the migraines at bay, we prepare to once again dip into the world of the One Ring. This time though, they have a map, go a little meta, discuss the other games, they add in their usual asides.
We're done.
Ah well, stuff it. On with the game. Say, I have to give each player the opportunity, because Bilbo wants to come on the adventures as well now.
No.
But
No, fuck you.
what does that mean? It says give each player.
Oh.
So now if you all say yes, does that mean I have to, like, there has to be clones of Bilbo Baggins?
Yes.
You know, like
I'm going to be
there's 4 of
Dildo
them.
Baggins.
And then what does that mean about Bilbo Baggins?
Oh no, no, we are not googling Bilbo.
Do not go on to Urban Dictionary again.
If you want, I'll take him.
Oh, I didn't, as Matt doesn't have.
Matt.
Yeah. If you insist, Bilbo.
However,
Sure.
obviously you're not allowed to kill him.
No, I insist.
Otherwise, we're
No.
going to have to we're going to have to write to Tolkien and his estates and say, look, that's it. It never happened. He's already dead.
Finally a game that's got me on their side. I'm not
No,
allowed to get killed.
you're not allowed to kill him, but we are. So that's fine, because it would be suicide if you killed him.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, that's his between game book. He doesn't need it.
I'm just going to do my downtime activities now. Fuck off. That took me like, what's it? Oh, I get it. Clay, what do you mean?
Bilbo puts on the ring and disappears for this adventure.
That tells you who Bilbo Baggins is, in case you've
In
had
case you
your brain
weren't
removed.
sure.
In case you've had your brain removed.
Excuse me for quietly reading the sheet.
And then we'll have to tell you about the sheet, and you will be better than all of us combined.
He is, yes.
Shocker.
Bill was pretty good too. Let's go.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Well, in the middle of the night, someone's going to nick his sword, for starters.
You can always tell where his knife is because it's going.
Well, no.
You're putting a blue light.
We're going to nick it, and he thinks we're going to kill people with it. Turns out we're just going to use it to cut the cheese or something.
You'll notice on your character sheet, you have various things. You have your hero's culture, their age, their distinctive features. Now, distinctive features is if there are times when you can eke, for example, Balin, son of Funding.
Fair spoken and honourable.
Yeah, so he's eager. So there might be persuasion. He's eager, he's inquisitive, so he can get a free point of, for want of a better term, inspiration. And inspiration, like in D&D, you roll 2 of your main dice, and in this one, that's these are D12s, and taking the better of the 2 results, which more often than not will be the highest dice you roll. However, the 11 on these is replaced with the Eye of Sauron. That is the only bad number on there. And you want
12 has been replaced with Gandalf's penis.
Yes.
It was 2 cocks.
So now whether you want that or not, that's up to you.
Right.
But in
The Hobbit, Gandalf appears to rescue you at random moments because he can't think of a way to get the players out of the adventure.
It does feel awfully like the DM going, what the fuck do I do now?
So what normally you'll see there are a set of skills.
Yes.
Attached to each of the 3 different
Strength, heart,
abilities.
Yeah.
Each of those, the main diamond you have there is your target number. That when you are making a skill check, you've got to roll equal to or above.
15, 12 and 13 is what you're aiming for.
You get above those.
You have to get equal
to or above. And you will be rolling a number of d6s equal to the black dots on your skills.
Okay.
And normally a d12.
And you don't want to get an 11 at any point.
No.
Okay.
11s are bad.
11's are bad. Gandalf penis good.
And those dots point of inspiration.
With every roll I make on those.
So if you're doing riddle, it's 2d12 and 3d6.
Cool.
And you need to
To
get
try and
13
get
or
13
or
or
higher.
Try and get 13 or more. Yeah.
Fortunately, there are ones on those dice, so...
Yeah. But ones don't cancel anything out.
No,
It's just a low number.
It's
It's
just
a low number. Okie dokie.
You've got a bag of virtues where I have the merest scraping.
Oh, mint.
That's true.
I'm Bilbo Baggins.
I have confidence.
I think a lot of his virtues are because he's got so much inspiration.
So you can do stuff that we can't.
What I propose to do is we wound him immediately so he's better at rolling.
Yeah, I'm going to stab you in the arse. Actually, no, we just don't feed him.
Yeah.
I can't because we'll be for Hobbit.
Well, that's offending for starters.
I am 50 years old.
Well, you're Drogo
I will
Baggins.
eventually be Frodo Baggins' dad.
All right.
Once I've married Cheese Spread.
So you
Sorry,
will-
Primula.
So you're
his
more important.
Are you his cousin then?
Or some shit like that, yeah.
You've got balls of destiny.
I have balls of destiny. I'm apparently a little overweight, but I need them to fire the spot of destiny.
I am Esmeralda Tuck. What? One day I will become the mother of Meriadoc Brandybuck.
Yes, one day I'll be the dad of Peregrine.
So what we do is we save a lot of trouble.
Balls of destiny, dude.
We throw you in a well.
You know when they did the G-Force thing, Balls of Destiny?
Yeah, it's not quite the same. But then they were battling a giant transvestite who was attempting to take over the world in his massive cross-dressing way, which was cut out of the children's version.
I'm shocked.
That was not in the version I watched.
Which is why 7's Arc 7 was introduced.
Yeah, yes.
All the plot points were missing, so they had to have something that put all the plot points back in.
Yeah, and we're done.
And I could never figure out as a kid why the animation
We're not
was so
done. Sorry,
different.
hang on.
If only that were the case.
That was a lie.
Now we're done.
Hi Gandalf, we killed Bilbo by the way.
That's all right. I magically resurrected him for no reason at all.
This is Bilbo the White.
He's already been in actual fact, it turns out in Lord of the Rings he was a glove puppet. So, he's not that important.
It's a puppet.
Yeah, I suppose technically he's already found the ring.
Yeah. Frodo's important, so I shouldn't die. Not until I've given Primula a good scene to. Spread her all over the place.
At least it's some new jokes this week.
Cheesy spread all over the place.
You need that scene too.
What?
Your cheesy spread.
Okay.
He's really looking hard for those fucks to give right
Whenever Dave starts talking, really.
Don't single Dave out there, Ol.
I can't help if my yawning trap falls open.
Can you spend the parry points and the endurance points? Or
No,
they just,
no.
Score? Okay.
And we're done.
So, I'll do like this. This says this adventure can be played at any time after the events of a conspiracy most cracked, but before involuntary postman, which I'm assuming is probably the third. Oh no, most excellent fireworks is the next one. And then it's involuntary postman.
Does he go twice? It's that kind of Hobbit film.
I don't know. But anyway, if played in sequence, it is now spring of the year, Shire reckoning 1360. So, with their efforts to purloin the old Tuck's map having been successful, Bilbo is delighted. He invites everyone to stay for several days as his guests at Bag End.
Oh, no.
You invited us.
Was I stoned?
To come round to your house,
yes.
And then you told us to go to a different town called.
I can't remember what
Well,
it's called.
the town's called Michael Delving.
That's it, Michael Delving.
We delved deep into Michael.
And we went there and pinched a map and brought it back for you.
Appreciate it.
Because you say that map belongs to you and it was stolen by them and it was being held in a museum. So you hired these adventurer types.
You got knuckle deep in Michael Delvin. Got the map out of Michael Delvin.
Yeah.
And brought it back to me.
We were up to the elbow.
Yes.
That's a very stern-looking woman.
She isn't she?
Probably pretty.
I'll put a cheese spread on for them.
So you spend several days in Bag End,
Eating him out of house and home.
during which time they live in the lap of luxury.
Yeah, yeah.
Though they never want for food and drink, Bilbo remains locked up in his study. Oh, piss off.
Yeah, you're going to another room.
Before eventually coming out.
Oh,
It's fabulous!
How are you going to be camping it up? On the afternoon of the second day. And it does say, popping out of his study.
Jesus.
Like a cuckoo from a clock.
Like a baguette.
So it's been wound up and fired out.
That's because we've been winding him up for weeks.
Bilbo rushes into the parlour,
Angry Russian.
where you are all relaxing after a fine second breakfast. Map still clutched in his hand. My wonderful friends, you won't believe what I've found on the old Tuck's map. I believe I know where the club of Banderbras Tuck is located, or at least the old Tuck did. Or rather, he thought he did. Maybe he wasn't sure. He shakes his head as if to physically force the rambling thoughts from his head. Never mind, I need to do a bit more research, but I was hoping for, nay, counting on your help once again. After hearing about your little adventure in Michael Delvin, I'd like a taste of adventure myself. It says here on the map that the club of Bullroarer may be somewhere around the village of Oat Barton, in a place called Kingsworthy. Exciting, isn't it? So I was thinking perhaps in return for my generous hospitality, we could take a walk north and do a bit more investigating into the matter.
I hear the word.
He wants to get us away from his food.
Imagine it being credited with being the Hobbits who found the club of Bullroarer Tuck. Wait right here, I'll run and get you the right gear to suit a proper adventure. And at that, Mad Baggins disappears. It's not vets now, you know.
We've been snorting all his cheese. That's the problem.
Snorting his cheese.
And like that, Mad Baggins disappears in a flash around the corner before returning as you all exchange looks of excitement and confusion. He drops a large chest before you and smiles. There you are. Take what you need. There's no knowing where he'll be swept off to. He turns to dash off again, but turns around back to you, almost laughing at his own forgetfulness. Oh, I've muddled my wits, staying up all night, making a copy of the old Tuck's map. No need to damage the original after all. He shoves a fresh copy at you before throwing open the front door to Bag End and stepping out into the road. Come on, he cries, we'd best be off. He realises he needs to give you time to look in the chest. And this basically...
Fuck it, let's go.
The chest has all sorts of crap that you'd be expected to use on a journey. So travelling gear, cloaks, backpacks, pocket handkerchiefs, other standard supplies. A few battered weapons. Among the weapons are 3 clubs, which also serve as walking sticks. A pair of small hunting bows left behind by some dwarven visitors.
I'll have one.
In brackets, with arrows.
Handy.
A short sword he used for decoration instead of warfare. A small axe for cutting wood. And 1 dagger for each of them. Sting is not among the weapons, as it has already been carried by Bilbo.
I like that the book makes that clear.
Oh, yeah.
Thieving little gits.
Hey!
I just used it to cut the ham.
Yeah.
All right.
So here are some
Ooh,
handy. So there's a short sword,
The GM is
club,
handing out
dagger.
little...
I mean, cudgel
Yes.
just as
Any short swords from Mark?
There's only one.
Oh,
You can
right.
have it. Four's my best.
I can use everything.
You can use
Shut up, you've got
bows and
Sting.
swords.
you-
And you've got Sting.
You didn't have to put on the red
right. So it just says bow. There's a
Don't get what that was
couple of the
about.
bow cards.
Sorry?
I don't get what that was.
It was Sting.
Sting.
Oh,
I think the
Oh,
light bulb just went on.
Finally, the
Sorry.
pen drops and Matt's leaving.
Sorry, was it the wrong song?
Yeah.
Hobbits, we are leaving.
Oh, we're turning this into Aliens. Aliens, the Hobbit.
Yeah. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Your stuff for Sting's down there.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it's like a little...
You are only about the same age as me, I reckon. Not too much older.
I'm
He's
17.
good
Yeah.
with bow, I think, isn't it?
Bow is
one.
about 8. Yeah.
Have you got the stats? Just because all this is just basically so you can write it down on your
I'll
your
just
stats.
use it.
You will also have a dagger, so there's the dagger cards there because each of you will have a dagger.
Oh, we'll go for a night out first then. Got the wobbly goblins.
So the journey is going to be by road. So you're heading from Bag End into Hobbiton, onto the water, across down by the river, and then you're up the North Way Road.
Okay.
Obviously heading to Hobbiton and then Kingsworthy itself. But you do have the opportunity, it says, to gather in information about the bull roarer in a place called Kingsworthy. It does require 3 successful skill rolls using either or courtesy, enhearten, persuade, or riddle.
Courtesy.
Yes.
I'm going to do courtesy on the grounds that I get 2d20, 2d12 even, and 3d6.
I'm going to do enhearten then.
Well, I've smashed it.
I smashed it. I got 18
Very
in
nice.
total.
I got 18 as well out of 12 requirement. So we're looking at Ort.
You want the south, the north farthing?
Hobbiton and then Kingsworthy.
Yeah. So we're going to be going up here.
We're going up. There's Scary, Brockenball, Hardbottle, Hobbiton, there it is. So we go
Okay.
round that way.
And then
depending on which way.
Kingsworthy.
Yeah. So it's up
And then
here
Kingsworthy.
somewhere.
Oh, that's right at the
that
top
we're
there.
going.
Yeah, Kingsworthy is, yeah.
Our final destination. That's where we're trying to find out some further information.
Yeah.
Right, okay, cool.
Well, it's great how it does say in the book here. See also the Shire, page 30 and beyond for more about Kingsworthy. It has nothing in this little bit.
It is
about-
beyond.
And Kingsworthy, but
Yeah, and beyond. that means it could be anywhere
yeah.
in the rest of the book.
Right. Oh,
Oh, that's cool. I've found an interactive map of Middle Earth. Sweet.
there's not all the random animals drawn on it.
Very nice map.
Bunny down.
Bunnage.
Much bunnage.
Is this meant to be like the stuff that Bilbo draws in his books and
Yeah.
things?
Yeah.
When he's not high as fuck, obviously.
That is only a personal opinion.
That's in the
and not,
appendices.
not an opinion shared by It's Good to Be Bad and its affiliates.
Are you telling me he's snorting his parmesan? Is that the...
And smoking more pipe weed than you can shake a pipe at.
That is true. He does have a habit of... Mind you, maybe he's got 40 years in which to learn, because his 111st birthday is in 50 years' time.
He's going to quit the weed, is he, for 40 years?
Maybe it's from now that he actually... This adventure will put him on the pipe weed.
They stress him out.
No,
I'm talking to you three.
The stress of it is eating all his food.
That will not help. That's why he said to them, get him out of my pantry.
No, he's had a PTSD about the dwarves eating all his pantry.
You know how he comes to shut in?
Mystery solved.
So it says, upon a first success. So it seems at least when you rolled it.
Yes.
Got you.
Yes, we
Did
did.
anybody roll any 6s as well?
I did, yes.
I rolled 2.
That would actually give you 3 successes in total.
nice.
1 for passing and then 2 extras.
The North Moors. This wide upland rises to meet the hills of Evendin to the north and marks the borders of the Shire. It's an area known for winter snowfalls, untamed wilderness, filled with scrub brush, heather and the occasional tree. All sorts of cautionary tales and rumours spring out of the North Moors, but only the most hardened or foolish hunters dare venture this far north. They do it exclusively before the sun sets for fear of encountering wild beasts and worse. Kingsworthy, a large stone house with a round tower, believed to have been a hunting lodge at the time of the kings in Norbury. But the legend seems to have found confirmation when a few years ago a hunter dug up a life-size head of a marble statue representing what resembles a young prince wearing a crown. And that seems to be everything there is on Kingsworthy.
Thank you for that. In addition, as obviously you're chatting amongst yourselves, you remember it's an abandoned structure and it's about a day's travel into the North Moors. Kids play a game called Bull Roarers Club that seems to involve then roughing up one another with a stick from a field they claim to be the artefact.
Good old-fashioned beating.
And the third and final success means they hear some rumours about a ghost haunting the abandoned Kingsworthy.
Is that the time?
Well, I've soiled my dress.
I'm off. I forgot you were a lady, perhaps.
Pay no mind the fanciful rumours. We'll be fine.
But we should go to Kingsworthy during the day.
That would make sense. We don't want to lose our bearings. Is anyone actually good at navigating?
I've got a map.
I'm good at following roads.
Well, there we are.
There isn't one.
I'm good at following other people.
I'm good at nearly drowning.
At least it's nearly.
I'm good at walking stick. I'm going to beat everybody up with it.
We've got that chest or whatever with all the gubbins in. We can have whatever we like.
It's
It
on
doesn't
loan.
come with a boat.
It's on loan.
So if somebody please roll me a d12.
Go on, we'll let Matt do that.
Okay.
You're in charge.
5.
This first day's travel is going to be fairly easy. And you just as you're walking down the road, you happen to kick and a little like brooch just is in the mud.
I'll stop puffing on my mighty pipe
Steady now.
He takes his rasta hat off first.
and I'll squat down and have a look.
Oh, there's better places to do that, mate. Take your britches off first.
Obviously, it's covered in mud, so clean it a little bit, but you can't tell a great deal about it at the moment.
Okay.
But
I was going to say that.
it could be something that,
Be worth
might be
something.
worth someone get it cleaned up. Somebody might value it for you.
No, some.
I'll value it for you.
No, you're all right. I got this.
The look of the bilbo, that's what that is.
Yeah, got an eye for finding things.
What's your other eye for?
Games may change, but the jokes stay the same.
Joke's on you, he's got 2 glass eyes.
Keep it in his pocket. It's like one of my favourite gags from the Addams Family. Oh, look, he's got his father's eyes. Yes, take those out of his mouth, guys.
Yeah, great films.
But the travelling rules are in here as well.
It says, we find lots of treasure and arrive safely,
Oh, well, that's all right then.
I found the Melbourne gold wheel.
which is useful in The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Which case I make like Elric and get smacked off my tits.
I found some laudanum.
And then draw my soul-eating sword.
I just can't get out of my head that he drew around his scrotum for that map.
He did not draw around his scrotum. And he didn't draw it, alright? At least I don't think he did.
Maybe he did it in a fever dream.
Most of Michael Moorcock takes place in a fever dream, to be fair.
Right, if somebody else, either Matt,
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
I don't want to take all
roll another D12.
You went here last time.
Or the same D12 for a different reason.
8.
Come. Because it is summer and it's been a nice quiet walk.
Got my best jacket on.
Your first day costs you 2 points of fatigue.
Oh, here. Ha-ha.
Yes.
Right out.
Fatigue.
When your fatigue goes over your endurance, then basically you're knackered.
So when it goes over 21.
Yeah. These excursions are hardly going to be problematic for you.
They're all in the Shire.
Just a quick,
Yeah.
Just,
It's just if you were doing things over land, if we ever play this properly, well, when I say properly,
We never do anything properly.
still wait to play a game properly.
oh, we might do one day.
What day?
We might get sick of all this shit and, just fatigue points coming overland travel, maybe going, if you're having to travel through Mordor, it's a rather dangerous place. So I've heard.
One does not simply walk in,
Yeah.
except that they do.
Well, climb a bit.
Well, to be fair, it was 2 of them.
Yeah.
Ah, that's what they meant.
2 can walk into Mordor, one can't.
Did the ring drop there, Matt?
Well, I'll pick it up. Woohoo! I'm invisible.
So you make it to Hobbiton by the end of that first day.
So we've broken Matt.
I'm just seeing the part of the film where one does somebody walk in a boat and there's like a commentary edit or 2 fucking can. It's just him doing his own.
That'd be Sean Bean on the commentary.
And we're done.
Like I say, you travel for that day. It's a pretty easy day. You're fascinated by this new brooch you've found, and you make it to Hobbiton.
Good. I want to get a nice room with a bath and separate from these.
Why? I'm your cousin.
Oh, is it like that, is it?
Or some stuff like that. I don't know who I am.
Well, presume since Frodo ends up being...
Cousin Bilbo.
Yeah, you must be cousins because Frodo's your nephew.
That's it.
Correct.
I
I mean,
remember.
I don't have a cousin yet called.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You've got a cousin.
I mean, you can have the second best room.
That's fair.
Make me some sort of etiquette type roll.
Like courtesy?
I'll let you decide which one you want to
Okay.
use as you're obviously chatting with the innkeeper.
Off you go, Baggins.
I will use courtesy then. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Yes. So, oh, what's that? Is that
That's a Gandalf.
That's Gandalf.
is
We'll
that,
take that out.
Is that Gandalf's cock? Okay.
That's
That's a
Gandalf's
3.
many cocks.
So you've got a nice 12 there, plus a Gandalf.
Well, the Gandalf means you succeed, so you are going to get the best room.
Yes.
But with no extra successes, it'll cost you some pence.
We'll pay some food. Yeah, we'll pay
Yeah.
for the food and that, yeah.
Obviously, you have travelling money because you're
Yeah.
Bilbo.
I'll make sure these 2 get sorted,
There are 3.
Yeah, he gets second best room for himself, and then these 2.
Are you paying for it?
Yeah, I'll pay for it. I'll sort this out.
Yeah.
Hey!
Bilbo Baggins.
Scatter cash baggins, that's what we call him.
I'm not looking that up on...
Do not look that up.
I don't think we should ever use Urban Dictionary ever again.
Not after discovering that.
No. Don't ask, by the way, Matt.
I
You'll
will.
hear it on the podcast and be glad you
I
never
will.
did. Or stick some money in our Patreon account and then you can hear the
Censored
bullshit.
version.
Yeah.
And then immediately unsubscribe.
Yeah. I would. So is there anything you wish to do that evening?
Get some food, get some drink,
Eat.
get off
I'm
my
starving.
pipe up,
I haven't eaten in 12 minutes. I am gasping.
Here's some food.
Yeah.
That's how hungry I am. I'm squeaking.
You are getting a little puzzled.
I'm hungry.
Is there any strangers in this place?
Or us.
Other than hobbits?
We're strangers here, you Burke.
Make me some sort of spotting.
Oh, is there a spot? Is there a spot?
Awareness.
All right. 9, 12. No.
It looks like everybody you can see in the bar evening is either somebody you know or is chatting with somebody you know.
I'm sat there drinking my drink and my sword just glowing like massively. This is
All
fine.
right, you've got it in your scabbard. Nobody can tell.
Yeah, this is fine.
I think he was fields of gold from his trousers.
That one I got. All right.
I had to upgrade it.
Yeah.
You spend the night and see nobody's setting guard or anything.
Oh no, not
We're
whatsoever.
Shire.
No. I'm comatose from having eaten too much food. Well, for at least 5 minutes.
Sure, I what? Too much?
Obviously, I'll spend some time looking at the map that I drew
I
myself.
understand all the words.
Looking at my penmanship.
It seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I'll go to bed.
Smoking hard, drinking hard.
Well, it's
What
a
happened
kind of
to
a northeasterly direction.
I'll do a bone cup.
I might try my hand at Esmeralda. What happens on tour stays on tour.
This is why Bilbo excelled us. I like how one of my distinctive features is merry. It's not very inventive.
I hope this is the game where we find out that Frodo's actually a tuck.
You reckon?
But we would take him back? No, I took him. Never mind.
Because it's going to be like 10 leagues
10 minutes.
over. Like there's not like a proper pathway.
It's Moorland.
You
Yeah.
have to get a guide or something, maybe, or some horses. Ponies?
Well, you're not going to get horses here.
Ponies, maybe.
Yeah, ponies maybe, but
No,
it might take you most of the day to travel.
we'll do. Should be fine.
Oh, no. Can we not like camp at halfway and then go the rest of the way the next day?
When you could, just the downside is
We'll get hungry.
Well, we can carry food.
Yeah, but we'll eat it.
Right.
Like that half shank of ham that we took on the
I'll
last.
book us in for first and second breakfast for the morning.
okay, right? Yeah. Again, some pennies exchange hands.
Yeah.
If it's going to take us most of the day
Yes.
to get across the scary moors,
Yes.
to arrive at the scary tower
Yes.
in the dark where there's a scary ghost,
Rumour?
Allegedly.
I am not up for this. I am faithful and honourable. I'll go where I am needed. However, that sounds like a risky venture to me.
We probably should plan to arrive there during the day.
You're going to have some courage.
Which means setting off at night
Yes.
across the scary moors.
Yes. Pick your poison, really.
This is why you've never left the Shire. You don't travel at night.
But you examine a ghostly tower at night.
No, we'll camp out and then investigate
On
in
the
morning.
ghostly moors.
Well, we'll get part way there.
Wait,
By the ghostly
didn't you
tower.
fight a dragon?
When you say fight, ran away from repeatedly. I've seen them.
I rescued a town from a dragon, yes.
You did not. I've seen the film.
I mean, I know
Somebody else killed it.
you're not that strong. You can't pick up a town.
Can't even pick up a penguin.
Nobody's eating it.
I would be favour of setting off in the dark. From here, where it's safe, and by the time it's light, then you're in the scary moors, and you get there about midday.
We need to get, some decent night's sleep. Nights for sleeping.
No, we could get like 6 hours in and set off about 2 a.m.
It's great in theory.
Yes.
When I wake up at midday.
I say, I have 47 hours rest.
Well, if you're
I
not
was
sure
I was just so
about
tired.
your sleeping habits, you just stay awake and then you can wake us up.
Paid for these rooms, so they're going to set out in the middle of the night.
Tell you what, we'll have a pie eating contest.
These are the worst hobbits.
I cannot believe you're whinging about that.
What?
Is he a Scottish hobbit? Is that the... I've paid for these rooms, you bastard. I want a refund.
Bilbo McBaggins.
I'm sure that's from the Urban Dictionary as well.
We're not looking.
Hang on.
Not looking. Put the phone down.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I've got nothing on here that says tremendously brave. Therefore,
Eager. I've got eager.
so you'd be eager to set off at night.
Yeah.
We can get like a nice breakfast in the morning. And
We'll bring it with us.
We'll have a midnight feast.
Uh,
Job done. Take breakfast with us.
Hire a cart
it's more difficult to
for the
navigate at night.
breakfast.
There's no path to follow. We get lost.
There won't be a path to follow anyway.
But during the day, we can see where we're going.
We can see how lost we are. Why don't we just go, there's a star going that direction.
So, no, that way.
How are we going to navigate across
Fine.
the wilderness?
By probably making some form of navigate rope.
Explore.
I would use that.
Travel.
Scan. Travel, yeah, maybe.
Well, putting it as scan and explore are the two skills on wits I don't have.
Or hunting.
Likewise,
Hunting.
Oh, I don't have hunting. I can't remember.
that's because when you went hunting, you encountered trolls.
It's true. Dealt with them. Sorted them
You
right
just
out.
gabbed on till they sorted themselves out. I've read your memoirs.
Well, thank you very much.
You were rubbish.
Very much the first draft out.
You did nothing. If Gandalf hadn't been there, you died 12 times.
I had it well under control.
Okay, with Bilbo there, because scan is one of his favoured skills,
Yeah.
he's automatically inspired, so you get to roll
the extra-
2d12s.
Right. Well, are you
Are you
them?
rolling and
Oh,
letting me
right,
know
okay,
the
okay.
result, or are we just going to save for the next couple of hours?
Yeah. So, 17 on 6.
There's probably enough of a trail, or at least good enough to know which way is north and that you'd. But it is definitely going to take them.
The majority of the day.
Yeah, you're all hobbits.
Okay.
It'll be like take a step, eat a bun. Take a
Yes,
step,
sir.
eat another bun. Take a step, realise you've run out of buns, run back to the shop, get more buns, and then back on the
Break
trail.
out the potatoes, make a stew.
Ration yourself,
I know a foreign concept.
Only a small bit of the bun every step you take. And then eventually, yeah. So whether you set off at midnight and get there, or during the day, or whether you're going to set off at the start of the day and get there where it's perhaps maybe dark. And, there are rumours.
Fine.
No smoke without fire.
If these hobbits are too scared, we can stay off at night. I'll just get a pack of buns to go.
Okay.
And the room I paid for.
I'll get a ham. Some eggs.
Ooh, and some bacon.
Oh yeah, might as well.
That's some person's random house you got in.
Yeah, we just ransacked someone's
We're
house.
taking the cost of the room
Need
out
some
of the,
cheese.
out of the hotel. Well, you can do the cheese.
Yeah, because then we can toast it with the ham.
Marshmallows. We need marshmallows.
Yeah.
We've got this sussed. We know
There's
how
a
to play.
reason why you're a little portly. Get some
It's a
walking
bit
in.
harsh, isn't it? Fatty.
It's
The lardy king over here.
It's muscle.
Look at that. You are exactly the same shape
Yeah.
every way as the picture. There's no difference.
He's going to have to get that mithril shirt out shortly.
Bilbo Throbbins, alright?
Bilbo Throbbins.
Is
Is that one of your chat-up lines?
I'm not sure that would work.
Well, no, it's where you find out where he's stashing the ring.
Dildo throbbins.
He's had a piercing done.
He's using it as a cock ring.
He's giving it
The
to
one
Prince,
cock
it's a
ring.
Prince Albert now.
The one cock ring would have been a different game altogether.
invisible except for a massive
Just squeezed in the middle. They're bulbous in.
Sauron gives up.
His cock's got an hourglass figure.
As you travel again, roll me another d12.
Absolutely, we will do, no problem. 10. Whew.
10's good.
Bit too
Or
close to
bad.
11.
You're all
As you're travelling, you realise actually you see like an old pathway.
Yes.
And that takes a little bit of time off your
Brilliant.
journey. So you
We arrive and it's still dark.
just says the journey took less time than expected, and you only suffer 1 point of fatigue for this part of the journey. But it's dawn, so it is starting to get light. So the likelihood of there being a ghost is either 0% or 100%, depending on what it was. Yes.
I'll stop and have pre-breakfast.
Oh, pre-breakfast. My favourite breakfast, that one.
Just to get
Just
you
to bait your appetite
Just to
before you
get you
start.
going, yeah.
It's just 3 or 4 slices of bacon and half a ham. Just to get the juices flowing. Maybe some pate.
So if you could all make me a law roll.
Oh, lots of...
Oh, failed.
You always roll a d12, or you can inspire yourself to.
I'm going to use.
And if you get a Gandalf, it is a pass.
I'm going to use eager.
Okay, yeah, come.
Phil.
I got a Gandalf.
14 with no sixes. To
She's on
pass, but
success.
no sixes.
No, that's fine then. So you two realise that you reckon that this must have been a haunted lodge at the time of the kings in Norbury.
Okay.
And it does seem to be deserted. Meringue pie in one of the windows.
There's dessert in there. Oh,
Get in. Reverse dessert.
reverse dessert.
What?
Dessert before dessert time.
It's always time for dessert.
That's
Yeah.
forge forward. I'm going to whistle, smoking me pipe.
Okay. That might cause you to start coughing. If you inhale a bit too much smoke.
Proper country, like, no.
Love this country air.
Yeah.
He says.
So, there it is.
Yeah.
In front of you.
Excellent. Well, shall we in?
I'll give these young hobbits the opportunity to
Be murdered.
venture in first. Excitement in their life. So this is probably the furthest from the homes I've ever been.
Nope.
No?
We went to Michael Delvin last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so that's pretty far.
Probably a little bit further.
Oh,
No.
No.
I'll have to update the map.
He's done it all the wrong time.
So,
He hasn't done it to scale. It's the shittest map I've ever seen.
You look eager, be my guest.
What?
Go pop in.
He wants you to be horribly murdered.
You had some information about Bull Roarer's
Massive weapon.
Bull roarer.
shillelagh or whatever it was.
Club.
That's it. What information do you have?
What mission do I have?
That it's rumored to be in this area.
Seems to be in this area.
But not necessarily in the tower.
Not actually in the tower itself, but we might find clues.
But it would be a stunner if it wasn't in the tower.
Yeah.
So let's let Bilbo lead the way.
On you go.
I was giving you
On you
this
go.
opportunity.
Good effort,
you go.
Bilbo.
Well, as
We respect
a
you.
separate thing, we had the opportunity last time we played the game to do all this. Maybe
Alright, okay.
get in there
Just
and
give
find
us a
some
whippersnappers
rules.
the chance.
I'm not that much younger than you.
I was going to say.
Yeah, you look older.
You
though.
are.
I'm
You're
24.
Yeah.
So,
This is-
Mr. Matthew,
Yes.
if you could make me a scan roll, then.
Scan roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's not the. What?
Done.
15 no 60. Past no 60, sorry.
So, there's no club here. You think that it used to hang on a mantelpiece above the fireplace, but you can't see it anywhere. However, there are quite clearly some tracks belonging to one or more hobbits that seem to disappear off to the west.
So someone might have already swiped it.
Looks like it.
Stealing Bilbo's treasure.
Bloody thieving hobbits.
Yeah. How do they come here and steal the club? I mean, before we get here.
Because there is a large wooden plaque bearing the signs of having been used to display a long object as tall as a hobbit. So no, it's not one of them.
It's just a bong.
Yeah.
That's what this whole adventure's for, just to get me an even bigger pipe.
And there is a chair that looks like that's been moved
Oh, sit down.
close, as if somebody's perhaps climbed up to use that to reach up.
Oh, okay.
I like it's only 3 feet off the ground, but they still needed a chair.
that is pertinent. If they needed a chair, maybe they were children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's go and beat them to death
How
with the club.
far off the ground is the thing?
Yeah,
Would have needed a chair.
Yes,
Right, okay.
because this obviously used to be a human's house, so it'd be
Oh, right.
fine for them, but yeah, you guys would need to be. Yeah.
Oh, biggins.
Yeah,
Can we work out how many footprints there are? Is that enough?
several.
Several. Okay, thanks.
Could be one person running around in circles, who knows? But
Maybe I'll use my hunting.
Hunting.
No.
you reckon there are some?
That is my.
That's
several.
definitely some hobbits.
So when I'm rolling, is that one dice and another
No.
dice?
You get
So
one anyway.
You get one anyway. But that would give you 2 dice, 2 d12s, and then a d6.
I'm going to have a go, because I've got hunt.
Hunting.
Better than I am.
9.
9.
There's definitely hobbits.
Hobbits is.
In fact, you reckon that possibly there's a few more joined them recently. They've had a look round here.
There's loads of them. There's loads.
There's loads, yeah, loads of little buggers. Obviously, I've been some places. I've seen some things, and I know, I'm better keep your wits about you. I'm just going to have a little look around, see any secret little alcoves or cubby holes or anything. Maybe there's something hidden away.
Mate, it's probably scan again is probably
Yeah.
the best one.
Good. 9. Not so
What
good.
one?
Yeah, there is
Bit
nothing of
ransacked,
use
yeah.
here,
Okay.
but there seem to be more hobbits that have moved round.
This is wrong.
Oh,
There's
no.
loads
Yeah.
of them.
You know it's more tracks now.
Than there was
No.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
there's loads.
you've looked round, you look round. Maybe somebody's following you.
Ah,
I'll look outside the. Wait, are you on our own tracks? Are you? Alright.
I was just wondering when the ring was dropping.
I thought you were confused there. I couldn't look at you. I couldn't look at you.
Tell you it's ghost hobbits.
Gobbits, if you will.
Got it.
No, it's just,
Sneaking up behind me.
it's fine. The only thing in this tower is Casper the racist ghost.
Naughty.
Yes, please.
Oh yes, please.
You're always a thirsty bitch.
Hey.
So, we're going to play Dresden at the weekend.
Oh, excellent.
Are we done then?
We're done.
Well, we're done.
Hobbits, we are leaving.
So
Are we? Oh, yeah. We need to
Oh.
follow those footprints.
Follow those many footprints.
I go round and round the tower for a bit. Oh, there's hundreds of them.
there's even more now. Fuck. We're surrounded.
We want to find them before it gets dark.
Oh, damn right. But I suspect that what's written in the adventure is we come across them at dark, and then a ghost gets us.
No, that's not how.
So
No.
if you'd like to make some hunting rolls,
Oh, dear.
I have a 0 skill in hunting.
In which case you roll a d12.
I do not succeed.
You can spend hope here
yeah,
to buy extra dice.
Buy D6s.
But you can only spend one hope at a time, can't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
good.
mean, unfortunately for you, because you're fair spoken,
Yeah.
11.
wouldn't really be able to stretch to getting a second
Yeah.
D12. You can at least spend a point of hope to roll a D6 as well alongside that.
Okay, I'll do that. Makes sense.
End up of trying to get 15.
Nope.
I was debating about spending, faithful to the family, need to uncover this.
Yeah, I'd buy that for her.
This
£1
way, chaps.
30 or whatever a dollar is these days.
1 gold.
Well, I have got the magic number, Gandalf,
Cool.
Yeah.
and the unmagic number, Sauron.
Yeah, but because you paid for inspiration, you ignore the Sauron.
No, pick Sauron.
I thought they were both counting. Anyway, no, I thought you might count them anyway. If
No.
It's
It's like I say, you inspired yourself
in that case.
in that regard.
Come on, Bilbo!
Where are we going? Which one?
I've found
Yes, it's over that way.
footsteps.
They head off to the west.
Excellent. Let's follow them.
It's going to go into the West Shire instead of the Northland, or are we just going to go west of the Northland, west in the Northland, north in the Westland?
That way.
Over there.
It's the West Northlands.
Reverse east.
Reverse east.
It takes you about an hour of travelling
I'm starving.
My bunions are hurting.
for you to spot a little ways ahead of you a brown-haired hobbit that seems to be tracking someone.
Yeah.
Right, what we do is we club him over the head.
With something he's carrying.
Yeah.
Do I recognise this hobbit?
I'm going to make this a travel roll. All of you can roll it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
No.
Shit.
No.
How do you make a travel roll then?
Exactly to travel the skill.
Okay, you're
I
good.
got
D12.
11 and
A
failed.
D12 and 2D6.
Failed by 1.
Okay.
I feel like
13, which
Aha.
is enough. Yeah, success, no
Travel.
sense.
You recognise him as a local farmer called Mort.
All right, Mort, what brings you out
He's
here?
from Terry Pratchett. I'm in a right mash up here.
Mort Mudfoot.
Ooh, mash.
Muddy, what's up? How was the sprouts?
He looks at you and goes, and sort of like see this look of disgust as he realises it's Mad Bilbo Baggins.
I ain't seen you in 3 summers. What?
There's a reason for that.
You all right? I'm out with the lads today.
That's a lady Pat.
Oh, is it? It's terribly sorry.
That's Esmeralda Tuck.
He is mad.
Terribly sorry.
Told you needed to shave your feet.
Never. That's indecent.
Well, I suppose maybe you could help me then.
You're just very strong.
My daughter seems to have gone a-wandering.
Go on.
My daughter's gone wandering.
Wondering
Okay.
where?
Along the
Well, I don't know, that's why I'm following,
That's
that's
one
why I'm
thing.
following her tracks.
Well, I don't know more. I've just got here.
Why don't you help?
But I'm happy to help you in your endeavour if you need help. Obviously.
Well, that would be mighty spiritual
as
of
a-
you.
Spiritual.
Spiritual of yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
neighbourly, whatever.
Okay. What makes you think that she's over this way?
Tracks.
Because she buggered off and I've been following her tracks.
Okay.
Bilbo, there's Hobbit tracks going that way as well. Looks like they were walking backwards.
My cousin here is a pretty good tracker, so we should be able to track
What?
down.
Are you out of your mind?
I have no hunting skill at all. I had to spend points on that.
You did good. You found us this far, didn't you?
I also rolled the Eye of Sauron.
Sarah, she disappeared yesterday after hearing a lot of people in town talking about the club of the Bull Roarer.
Oh. Here, Mort. I found this this brooch. Is this by any chance hers? As we were heading.
He looks at it and goes, no, nothing to do with her.
I'll hang on to that if you want.
It's all right.
Seems like you're waving it about.
Apparently she's a very competitive player of Goblin Knocking, which is a game.
She's a gambler. She's a gambler, is she?
Oh no.
It involves balls,
Yes, it does.
Of course it does.
holes, and the use of clubs.
Especially when it's angry.
And apparently she left town with the intention of securing for herself that most famousest of clubs.
Famousest.
Yeah.
Is that even a word?
It is now.
How did
It
she?
is
What made her think?
famousest. It's in here.
Do you reckon she's got involved in some mess with some boys?
I think she's got knocked up.
Who was she hanging around with, Mort?
She went on her own.
That's very brave.
Jamaica. Oh no, wrong gag.
Oh.
Oh god.
We'll sort her out.
Whoa!
You get yourself warm. You get yourself sorted.
I mean,
No, I'm coming with you.
Fair enough.
That's what you get for saying we'll tell.
We only have enough rations for the 4 of us, though.
I'm not bothered. I want to find my daughter. That's the most important thing to me at this
He's out of
moment
his
in time.
mind.
Yeah. Beside yourself, everyone's got time for cheese.
I'm squeezing it.
All right, well, Hobbits assemble. We got a lady to find. me and these three young blokes.
And the other woman.
I'm sticking with it now.
You're too hairy,
He's
man.
too-
You'll have to get that bikini line.
You've got strong shoulders on you.
I'm assuming now that you are actually shaved from the feet up.
I'm clearly carrying too many balls. That's my problem.
That's the problem. The bikini button goes down the feet.
Yeah, Lady Hobbit shouldn't be out and about in the wilderness.
Except for the fact that there's 3 player characters, all of which are girls.
Yeah.
Could also have had Lobelia, Brace Girdle, and...
Libido and... Okay. Well, let's get on it. We're on before darkness falls. We don't want to be...
It's funny you should mention that.
It
does say...
It's getting a bit dim.
It does say Darkness Falls.
Lawmaster
Regardless of what you
can
want.
read or paraphrase the following text.
Ooh, hang on, wait a minute. What are we voting for? Paraphrasing or reading?
Reading.
Reading, please.
Okay then. The night is clear and cool.
Ooh.
A waxing moon and a veritable symphony of starlight offers some light as you trek across the lightly rolling landscape. But this is no well-trodden road. The ground is uneven, and your foot can be easily caught in a hole or your legs grow weary as you plod through the moss-covered terrain. A long yawn escapes your mouth, and you fight off the weight of your own eyelids, all the while searching for signs of the wayward hobbit lass. Even in this dim evening light, the growing concern is evident on Mort's drawn face. So yeah, he's drawing his own face with a sad emoji next to it.
It'll be alright, Mark. We'll find her. It'll be alright.
We'll find her body at the very least.
Yeah. I see a skull and crossbones emoji over there.
So I need you all to make a travel roll.
Well, I can make you a roll.
Yeah. What this will be
That's not good.
Yeah.
is you're going to take from all the travelling you do through the night 3 points of fatigue.
Yep.
If you succeed, you reduce it by 1, and then any further 6s if you succeed.
I succeed with
So-
a 6.
You only suffer 1 point of
just
fatigue.
suck.
Right.
And I suffered 3.
Yeah.
If you fail, you suffer 3.
It's all those carbs you've been eating.
I haven't got carbs, I've got ham.
All those,
Bread
all those
buns.
pastries.
And all that
Pancakes.
pasta.
All
you've
that
been
pasta. Oh, well, I've got a big bag of pasta. It seems silly because it's so easy to carry and yet it's very filling.
This blazeweed is really popping off. I feel great.
So what we're going to find out is Bilbo killed her, and he forgot because he was in a weed-infused
An enhanced
hell.
state.
In an enhanced state, yeah.
I just needed someone to take the fall for me.
Not that again.
Oh, okay, so this is now a murder mystery.
So
It's not a mystery.
It's not.
It's like Columbo. We know who did it.
you can either explore the area for signs of her, hunt for signs of her, or scan for signs of her.
Excellent. The 3 skills on my sheet that I have no points in.
Excellent.
Give you some hope. I'm going to scan about.
I'm going to explore.
The father is aiding you. He will give one of you an extra D6. There's no point giving it to
You.
him if he's not.
You've got no hunting, but you do have.
Scan.
You've got.
Got explore. I've
You've
got
got
2
this
dice
thing
in
there.
explore.
Cool.
That's pretty
And
good.
he's got 2 dice, so I would say, stuff it. Let's give it to Dave.
Yeah.
Give you 3 dice.
No.
For all.
What's that? Oh, it's Sauron.
Gandalf.
Oh, dear.
I've got 12 though.
I rolled a Gandalf.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately,
didn't.
the Sauron means you failed.
I failed.
Told you, it's the dice that hurt me.
What skill did you use? Not that it really makes much of a difference.
Probably
It's just-
explore.
Fine.
Mushrooms. I found some mushrooms.
So you reckon, because obviously it's getting dark, it's probable that Myrtle will seek to find some shelter.
That sounds sensible. And then I've seen the picture of her, so I'm quite keen on finding her. I've seen the picture of Primula as well. I'm definitely keen on finding her.
And you do come across a camp.
I find a campfire.
No, you find a camp. So somebody has been here, but the fire pit, obviously, has all been put out. It's
Is
been
it still warm?
not that warm.
I don't burn my hand then.
And it's been hand dug and ringed with stones.
That's a bit too professional for Little Miss Hobbit.
You teach your daughter like some camping survival more.
I haven't.
She's been taking lessons.
Maybe she's
It's
better.
all those balls that she's had in her hand.
And what's that meant to mean, young man?
All the
Young
games.
lady.
Young woman.
Young lady. Sorry,
It's all-
I didn't have my glasses on.
It's all those games she's been playing.
Yeah, goblin cocking or whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
goblin knocking.
That's it.
Oh, that just sounds wrong.
Any food left over? Have they eaten?
No. There's no incentive.
A hobbit was here then.
Make me a riddle roll.
All of us.
Yep.
Might have a chance.
This is one of my best skills.
Ooh, 3 or...
Oh, Smashed it.
4.
Absolutely smashed it.
Success. No sixes.
1 Gandalf, 1 6.
Nice.
Success
7.
and a 6.
Success and a 6.
I mean, just to say, play hero succeeding in a role of riddle realise that given the figure's long stride and apparent skill at woodcraft, it is likely remaining in sight intentionally and actually leading you.
What, the camp?
What, the
Deliberate.
person?
The person.
Wait, do you say, does it seem like un-Hobbit-like?
Yeah, you've picked up a track of somebody that, a long fellow.
The stride's too big
Yeah.
Long strider. Huh.
and is leading us in this direction.
Deliberately.
Yeah, or leading somebody in this direction, whether it be us. It could have been leading a little Miss Hobbit here.
Yeah.
I forgot their name.
Myrtle.
That's it.
That's how you say it.
And in fact, I think you might just, bobbing just on the horizon, like maybe a head ducking as it's wandering on.
Oh,
Catch
that'll
up.
be her.
Yeah, I'll catch up.
Right, get...
Let's scurry through the
Yes.
underbrush.
Yes.
Walk with purpose. Hobbits.
He can walk, we'll scurry.
So, hours of pursuit mean that when you see the darker patch of bracken and heather ahead, the sky has started to turn from the deep blackness of night into the deep blue of the hours before dawn. You've followed Myrtle's tracks for miles now. You've little doubt that she came this way. As you get closer, you start noticing that the dark patch is not due simply to a different vegetation. There are ancient stones jutting out of the ground, low crumbling walls hinting that this was once a very different place. A fort, a town maybe. Few hobbits have seen this place, and as you take your first steps forward amongst the stones, stories of kings and armoured-clad warriors fill your mind. Must have been that cheese you ate earlier on. Just as you and your fellow conspirators are about to explore the heathen-covered ruins, a rumbling growl seems to rise from the ground itself. It's a bellowing shout bearing some resemblance to human speech, echoing amongst the ancient stones. You then hear a high-pitched, panicked voice calling out from nearby. "Shoo, you old troll! Go away! Go!" Breaking through a thicket of brambles, you see none other than Myrtle Mudfoot, who has scrambled up a ruined wall and is swinging a long wooden club at a massive creature. I was expecting some guffawing or giggling there. Well done, you lot.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, come on, we got a bit sidetracked earlier.
Looking like the grotesque imitation of a large man. It's a
Myrtle's not that
stone
bad.
troll.
Excellent. We are all right because you know how to kill them.
Yeah.
Between the two of them,
Yeah.
leaning warily against a wall, is a cloaked stranger, hood thrown back to reveal the rugged face of a man
Viggo Mortensen.
with grey eyes, clutching a large, bleeding gash across his shoulder that had all but incapacitated him as he desperately tries to keep the monster from reaching the child.
You've read the script.
No.
Troll is clearly angry and does not seem to have noticed you and your companions. Myrtle, on the other hand, sees you and immediately cries out for help.
Blows our cover.
Absolutely. I think I was just giggling at the words
Yeah.
bleeding gash.
Yes, yes.
But I will snip that out. She's called for help.
Yes.
Thank God we've got Bilbo with us because
We
he
must
knows
have.
how to take care of this troll.
Yeah.
Knock yourself out. Off you go.
Right, we'll sit and watch.
Yeah. Get a hero at work.
There you go.
Chop chop.
Well. Okay.
Well, riddle me this, you fine old rat. It's a very different story.
So what are you doing then? You can see this troll. It's getting ready for another swing.
Yeah. So it's can't reach the.
I'm an eager type of guy. I'm going to jump in and attack it.
Nice.
Stop pouncing about, Bilbo.
Bouncing about.
He's pouncing about.
Okay, that's fine.
Pontificating.
We've lost our first Hobbit, everyone.
Yep.
So are you just rushing in? Are you gonna? Do you have a bow?
No, I've got a sword.
Oops.
He's got a sword.
And I've got a stealth, so I'm going to stealth it.
Well, it hasn't noticed you guys at all.
Oh.
So I'm going to allow you to have the first strike, shall we say?
Jumpy.
So,
Before
because obviously two of you have got bows, you quite easily get them notched and fired.
How does damage work? It works on your endurance.
Yes.
And you take damage points equal to it, or
So when you fire, like for example, the bow does damage of 3. So that is what would come off your endurance.
so we would only roll 1 because there's no combat proficiencies don't have the extra.
No, but again you
You'd
can
have
use hope
to
points.
get the extra.
Yeah.
Which I think I'm going to do.
I'm going to spend hope because I am eager to get into the fight.
You also eager.
I'm also faithful.
I'm
Yeah.
hopeful.
So she's a hobbit going to get murdered by a troll. I can't let that stand. I have Gandalfed it with no 6s.
Well, so that is a hit.
Is this in the strength column? It is, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah.
It is, yes.
We need a 15.
No.
Yeah, so you do your damage, which is 3.
I'm gonna pick up the best pebble I can find and throw it.
Oh, you can throw rocks?
You can. Well,
What's it just scythe
Well-
straight through it?
in this one, what it is it's like your side goes, my side goes. So
No, I've had a go. They're 4.
the
troll has
so
a
the
go now.
troll takes a swipe at the closest target. Which
Myrtle.
obviously no,
It's the stranger.
bloke, he's injured, but he's not down
Do you
yet.
want just one for these
Right.
guys?
He hits, doesn't kill him, but he's
Oh, Argon's dead.
again taking another blow to the arm that's already injured. He screams out in pain. He is not looking like he will last long. And then it'll be the rest of you to have your turns.
Long enough.
I missed, unfortunately.
So if you two
So-
guys.
Okay, how do I throw a rock then? How does it work with the...
Well,
You
He
can
has
stab him with
no-
your sword.
He has no hoy skill, so I imagine it's some kind of athletics or some shizzle.
I'm going to have a go with this sword.
It says he can throw rocks.
it does say it throws
Yeah,
rocks,
here.
but but
Oh,
it doesn't
throw
actually
rocks.
but it doesn't give him the damage is there.
how you do it.
But there's no actual
skill for it.
use your bow skill. It's there. I know it's not exactly
Okay.
because there's no thrown weapon.
So that's 3. But I can 7, which is better.
It's 13, Smith.
13. It's missed.
Well,
I
dead.
hit the block.
Right, so
16.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
that's a hit.
And that does how much?
Great.
Okay, next round.
How about the old fella? How about Myrtle?
Myrtle's too scared to act. I'm not a PC, so screw you.
Give us the club.
The guy
Then we can cheese it.
misses.
Why don't you, Dave, try and get the club offer?
Right.
Ask for that as a weapon instead of what you were doing, which is attempting to twat it with a sword or something.
How's the club going to help?
That's what we want.
Oh, the shillelagh.
It's Bull Roarer's stick.
you are a
Myrtle.
tuck. You are a tuck after all.
Then all we have to do is run around with it following us until daylight and it turns to stone, but I don't know that unless I've read Bilbo's book.
Oh,
Oh,
knows that.
those lurid pamphlets he wrote while he was in a haze.
Yeah, all of his cheese dreams that he was knocking out.
I don't reckon he actually left the Shire at all.
Round resets, so off you.
Well go.
Between...
You know what? I'm going to use another hope point.
Ooh,
No, I've got
Nothing.
10. I've got 10 total.
nothing.
I'm not good. Like, full stop. No.
Except for Bilbo.
Yeah.
Bilbo's the best of the lot.
The troll swings it club towards yourself there, Dave, but swishes wide of the mark.
That's good.
Give me the shillelagh!
Give it.
Yeah, give me the shillelagh.
How close do we look like to
Oi,
dawn?
Myrtle.
No, she's called Myrtle.
Myrtle.
Stop moaning, Myrtle. How close do we look to dawn? Does it actually look at the sky as lightning?
It's becoming light, yes. Exactly how close, you're not sure.
Could be false dawn.
Yeah, called Myrtle.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to have a swing at it.
Well, you now all get your chances to act.
I'm gonna.
I'm going to hope it up as well.
Ooh, Sauron.
But you don't.
You don't have to take
Yeah,
it.
if you're inspired,
Yeah.
you choose the better
Right.
of the two results.
18 then.
2 successes, basically.
A pass.
Because you've got 6.
I got 6.
I got a pass as well. That's 3 damage.
So that's 6 damage, is it?
Yeah, so what you could do is go, for example, Pierce as a special damage.
It would have
Did he
negated
get
itself.
6?
You got a 6, yeah. Or it's got heavy blow, fend off, and pierce as
I
abilities.
think Pierce is the one.
Pierce is.
Pierce
um,
sounds about right.
Right, so heavy blow, any weapon, you have hit your opponent with great force and precision. And what that does is it inflicts an additional loss of endurance equal to your strength rating. So whatever your strength actual
3.
number.
Great.
3.
That's
So,
6 damage.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I just did the bog standard 3.
Yeah, cool.
Do we have any rope in our supplies?
You will have.
You're going to throw a rope over the top?
While everyone's distracted, I'm gonna slip on my ring,
And throw a rope over
burn
it.
some hope, yeah, and I'm gonna try and scurry over to where the troll is and tie the legs up so it's gonna fall over.
Are
Gives time to
you
rest
sure
it.
you're able to scurry after you've slipped on your ring?
Many a time have I slipped on this
Okay,
ring.
right. Well, yes, you have rope.
Yeah.
Obviously, it might take you a few moments to.
Yeah. While it's distracting to notice I'm there.
Well, yeah, but it's not exactly just stood in one place.
Yeah.
It's fighting him. It's
Could you block the entrance by pushing a stone over? Because I'm sure it's hiding in a cave.
If there's a cave entrance.
It's not a cave, is it?
you're not aware of a cave. I mean, you could potentially go look for one.
Oh, I thought it was
No.
climbing
No,
out.
no.
it's in a little building.
Yeah,
the
it's
mains of
got
a
a-
building.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Wind me neck in then. Ignore me.
I mean, it's possible it might be close by, or maybe you just found these, smelt them, whatever. Right.
Some rope goes floating through the air. I took too much pipeweed this morning.
What happens if you run out of hope?
You can't use it.
You can't use it anymore.
Okay.
Well, that's sorted.
You normally, when you like rest in certain places, you will regain hope points.
I think we've all had a go.
So again, the round resets. So who wants to? So Dave, are you striking at it first with your sword?
Yes. And I'm using more hope.
Okay.
It's a good start.
21.
Success then.
Any successes? Take that as an extra success. So you do extra.
Extra endurance then.
I'm going to try and get the shillelagh off Myrtle.
Okay.
Or at least hurry her into a safer position.
Right.
Because if she's just stood there frozen...
She's kind of frozen a bit in terror.
What do I roll to...
Maybe some sort of persuasion-y type.
Persuade.
Yeah, I'll use Persuade.
Or maybe riddle,
Definitely riddle me Ray then.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
Why the fuck are you stood there?
What is long, hard, and I want in my hands?
Oh dear.
18, which is a success with 1 6.
Cool. She sort of comes out of her stupor, hands you the club, and fucks off where her dad is.
Yeah.
So they're obviously both,
Safe,
Yes.
as it were, or safer. And now I'm stood exposed in the middle with a stick in my hand.
Yes.
Then I might
Right.
use my stealth to run away.
The troll.
The troll knocks this human unconscious.
Dunk.
That big un.
Well, I've actually hit it.
18.
So it's 2 successes in total.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to use... It's normally 3 damage.
Yeah.
It's got heavy blow, so I'll apply the heavy blow.
So was it 2 6s you
Well,
rolled?
it was a success, and then I got a 6.
And then the extra. Right, okay, cool.
Are you hoping it up again?
Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea.
I think this is the big thing. I've spent 6 already.
I'll attempt to tie this thing's legs.
But I've got 18, so I'm alright.
Right. Hoping it up.
Craft, maybe?
Yeah, we'll go with craft.
Craft.
But this is going to be a disadvantage.
Oh.
So, because it's fighting things, it's not just stood
yeah,
still.
okay.
It's moving constantly.
I've
So
missed.
can I use hope to get extra?
You can hope to get an extra dice, yes. But you will be rolling 2d12s and choosing the lowest.
Okay.
Or an Eye of Sauron.
16.
Right, yeah. You try it, but it just every time you get close to tying it...
You just kick it out,
yeah.
Difficult. Oh,
And then the rest of you...
That's it. We've all
Yeah,
done.
I'm done.
Cool. Round resets then?
I think I'm going to try and trick it
Oh,
to convince it the sun's coming up. That should make it panic, run away, whatever. Recoil, at the very least, should give you a better chance of hitting, maybe.
Okay.
I've got Persuade, I've got Riddle. Don't know what the best would be.
I mean, either is good, but Riddle, you think, may be more likely to confuse it, maybe?
Okay, it's Persuade then. Spent my hope.
oh.
So I get a total of 18 with 1 6.
You can see it glances, obviously, sun, westward, eastward, whatever. It's not fully convinced, though. However,
Hopefully it makes it harder for it to hit us.
yeah, because you've distracted it a little bit.
Gandalf burst out of its chest.
Well, he had to show up somewhere.
Perfect result.
It's not alien, you know.
Fly, you fools! Yeah. But yeah, it's totally when it tries to whack Dave with its club, it just is so wide of the mark.
Cool.
Alright, I'm gonna change tactics. I'm gonna draw a sting and try and
Yeah, well, I'll give you advantage because you are invisible.
I'm invisible.
It's not Norks, it doesn't start going.
Invisible.
That obviously means we will just accuse him of hiding under a rock
Yeah.
because we haven't seen him.
Oh,
That's when I don't see. No, don't see you do anything good. That's what. That's perfectly valid.
That's normal for you.
That's perfectly valid. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, but
But I'm alright. Well, I still fail, but I'm alright.
Yeah.
7.
yeah, you miss.
I start hearing orchestral music.
no.
It's all out of Dave.
Just no.
Oh, here it goes.
Dean, it's a hit. No 6s.
Probably doing 1 point of damage every time.
Yeah, it is a little bit armoured, so
Yeah.
it is getting injured, but not
Yes,
perhaps as
not
much
enough.
as you would think.
What does an enhearten do?
Enhearten is making people braver.
Right. Is that having any effect in combat? Can I use enhearten to help people sweep to victory?
Well, not us.
Well, yeah, those 3 men over there are about to come and help us.
make the lady brave enough to hand over the.
I've already
She's
got
already
it.
got it.
Really
She's already got it.
Oh, sorry.
Were you not listening to that
I'm
bit?
under a massive anus
I
right
just found this special ability. It's called Summon Gandalf.
Oh, nice.
Oh, It's one of the things I'm best at.
Is it something that you get people to get their hope back?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Because I thought, I'm not doing a vast amount.
Because it works on
combat-wise.
heart, and that's where your hope comes from. So I'm assuming it's something like that.
So you can use in heart and skill to instill positive feelings in others, urging them to act on a matter at hand. They achieve this mainly through example, charisma, personal conviction, rather than through the effective use of words. This skill can be used on individuals, but is particularly effective in influencing crowds.
A rabble-rouser, old boy.
Yes.
A demagogue.
Demogog. Okay,
He's a
cool.
rabble-rouser with snakes for hair.
I would like to attempt it in hearten
Okay.
our group.
Do we need it?
I'm going to try it anyway. 9, 14, 7. That's a success. No additional 6s.
Cool. What we'll say though is it gives all of you, including yourself, an extra point of hope.
Woohoo!
Feels worth it.
It is, yeah. Is he still attacking Dave?
No.
Yeah, Dave. Because I've realised he hasn't got any attacking skills, but he doesn't need to have the attacking skill. What is your parry score?
My parry score is 17.
He misses. You parry. This massive club comes swinging down on you, but it's a swing and a miss as you parry it away with your sword.
I didn't make a fancy speech. I just started buttering some scones in the background, and everyone went, "Oh!"
Quick, get this fight over with.
Victory scarf!
So the rest of you get your.
I'm going to attempt to stab a
I
rise.
can't
Yeah,
remember if I
get-
had my goal.
You haven't.
All right. I should use the club.
Yeah.
Yes, successful with
Well,
those
I think
sixes.
so. Could
Cool.
be really
Right,
good.
so
Sting.
with
Sting
Sting,
does,
I'm not
does 3
good at it.
damage.
Now, have you got an X skill? Surely it'd act as in a...
yeah, Sting does kind of slide through its armour a little easier than the others.
Fine, open crushed.
Ouch.
Slithered in.
Old shillelagh pants.
Go clubbing.
Is it a cudgel or a club?
Whichever one is the better, I'll let you use.
To be honest with you, that does 4 damage and 14 injury.
Yeah.
That does 3 damage and 12 injury. Now, it says that it's a brawling weapon.
Mhm.
So I'm presuming that means sword is a brawling weapon?
It'll close enough. I'm just going to let you use whatever combat skill you'd like to, because
Riddle?
Well, bows.
Except bows.
It's my best skill. Well, so far I've double wand it. Let's just see if I can get... No.
No.
You club yourself.
I got a total of 5 on all 3 dice.
Are you rolling
Yeah.
about?
I'm going to have a swing at it.
That was 2d12 and I got 5. Less good.
Less good.
No.
No.
Just no.
Just no.
if you've all acted,
We
Yes.
have.
then round resets.
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
I'm going to do it again. Do it again.
He's rolled double one again.
He's fucked it.
Getting higher.
Higher, higher.
I've actually realised unless I roll a Gandalf, I can't succeed.
Excellent.
So I might as well not bother.
Oh dear.
Other than because
Yeah.
I don't get enough 6s.
No.
Right, again, Dave manages to parry away the troll.
Legend.
Shoot it.
Don't worry, troll. Don't tuck it to heart.
18 to hit.
Cool. Yeah, you've hit it.
Boing. Thwack.
So how much damage do you do?
It's 3.
Boing. That's the noise that's going on in G's head. Boing.
Oh, not quite, but
I'm going
Boing.
to take a different tact now.
okay.
I'm going to try and scurry over to the fallen person.
Dude.
See if I can heal them in some way, see if I can get them to come round.
I might go for an alternative tactic, which is scurry off into the distance.
I have
Go,
a
go,
heal
go.
skill. I don't know if this is something I can
Might
do in
take
combat.
time.
I was going to say, that feels like something
So
you
if I
do
can,
outside of
give them
combat.
like,
Gonna get your hands on his gash.
an emergency cheese slice or something like that.
I mean, he's not a hobbit,
Wake me
so
up.
it's unlikely to wake
Alright,
him up.
I'll
It's like
give,
smelling salts.
alright, I'll give him a Frankfurter.
Put an eclair under.
A bit of brie.
Ooh.
You can make a healing roll.
Yeah, I'm going to bend hope to buy an extra D6.
Yep.
If I can do that.
You can indeed.
It's not a skill that I'm trained in. Ooh, yes,
12.
yeah, I succeed.
Oh, just squeaked it.
I succeed.
With that, you please know he's not dying, but the blow he took from the club has obviously knocked him unconscious. It's probably going to take
Okay.
longer than a few seconds for him to fully come round,
Okay.
especially as you don't really have anything that, like I say,
Okay.
wafting some cheese underneath him if it's a hobbit, yeah, no problem, but this guy's a bloke.
No, what he means is that they matter.
Then, anybody else? I think there's only
I
Ollie.
missed.
Okay, have you had your attack?
Oh, actually, no.
I
No,
don't
I
think Dave
haven't.
said he's go either.
Not this round.
Yeah. I really need to be spending hope every round, and I'm not.
Yes, that hits. 19.
Okay, cool.
Smur and
That's just normal.
Just normal.
Okay, cool. Round resets then. One of you two good guys always get to go first. Unless it's some sort of dramatic encounter.
I'll let you guys go.
I'll go.
I'm considering my options.
So, can I use it to put something on to the dice side, or is it just D12?
No, it's an extra D6.
Right.
Ooh.
Miss. It's rolled really low on the D12.
Yes.
Dave gets killed. Let's move on.
16.
Oh.
You just managed to.
The problem is he hasn't figured out you're short yet.
Yeah.
Keeps waving it
It's
over
like,
there.
and I'm like,
Right, okay, here we go.
Does the club go all floppy?
Right, I'm clearly hitting him with a banana.
Here's a banjo.
Yeah, if you want to take it from me this round instead of attacking it, I think, yeah.
because I'd get. Well, if
You're better than
you
me.
said like two dice for swords.
And then you can 3 dice it with an extra.
Yeah, I'll have
I'll try and stab it. No.
Don't forget, because you're still invisible, you get an advantage on your D12
Well,
roll.
then maybe. Okay. Yeah, still missed.
Right.
We are
I'm going to
running.
get the club off Dave this round, and then
Okay.
next round I'm going to have a go.
No worries. It's still going to swing at you then. And doesn't get closer.
It doesn't seem to be very good.
No.
Admittedly, it's a early adventure, so I can understand why it's just not there slaughtering.
I feel like if it does connect, it's bad time.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It's like whack-a-mole.
1 point away from hitting.
you guys don't seem to be that good either.
Right,
I'm really
go,
not.
Dave.
You made your attack this turn.
It's a new turn.
Is it a new turn?
That's why they
haven't. No.
creature
Okay. One more time on the feet.
Remember,
2.
you're invisible.
Oh, no.
Since you haven't...
Yeah. This time I succeed.
Right.
I've spent 3 rounds not hitting it.
To be fair, so is it.
I think it's not helped by the fact I've got a string attached to my arrow because I haven't got very many of them. So I'm having to do this all, and every time I fire it just goes plop.
Okay, cool. Right. Roundhouse reset.
I haven't had my go yet.
Right, well.
Go, have you go.
I'm trying to think of something to do that's going to be useful.
Kick it in the nuts.
Would be useful, but its nuts sort of dangling higher than I am stood.
Well, do it like a punching bag.
Like one of those training things in a gym.
Try and blind it.
Well, I was going to suggest something
give it-
along those lines. Presumably we've carried lanterns because it's dark.
It's not the light that I think that's going to be the problem. It's the dawn. When we say it's getting the sky's going kind
It's
of,
not that close,
it's not-
unfortunately.
Damn, I've already tried to fool it once.
I mean, you were close to fooling it, but you just hadn't quite got
Got some
enough.
rope.
They are
What
thick,
about-
aren't they?
Tangling
Yeah.
its legs.
He's already tried
I
that.
tried that.
All right, okay.
And basically, it just kicked.
Because it's not stood still. It's fighting you, or it's looking round. And,
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try and persuade this bugger that now is the time of our
Well,
discontent.
seriously, it's getting light now.
Yeah, seriously. Ha ha ha! At last, it's doomed! Doomed! Smashed it. I got 22 and 2 6s.
Nice.
you obviously see there's like a break in the cloud.
Yeah.
That little bit of sunlight comes bursting through just at that moment, and it goes, and it is away.
And stomps on
I'm
that,
gonna
obviously.
pull the guy out of the way.
Does it crush Matt, who's invisible?
Roll me D12. just for the hell of it.
It's a Sauron, you're in trouble.
No, it's
Nah, you're all right then.
Couldn't resist.
That'd be a turn up, wouldn't
It
it?
comes close to me.
Well, it would have planted him.
When you were trying to do that, if you'd have rolled an Eye of Sauron on your disadvantage,
Yeah.
that's what he was going to do. It's basically knee you in the face for damage.
I'm gonna scurry away to a bush and take my ring off
Uh-huh.
and pop out with a pipe. So you figured it all out, lads. Well done.
But what the hell, man?
Waste of space.
That's how you deal with a troll. You stay out the way.
I'm starting to suspect.
I don't know.
I'm as my suspicions that Gandalf did more than Bilbo let on.
I don't know, the book's quite truthful.
Oh,
I got tied up, Gandalf rescued me. I got sat on by a troll, Gandalf rescued me. It seems quite...
I mean, it's accurate for a Hobbit in this game.
Myrtle, you can come down now.
I don't actually believe we can actually hunt anything.
She's not up anywhere. She's stood next to her dad.
Yeah.
I thought she'd
Yeah.
She's in her dad's arms.
And we have the
weeping and-
dreaded Shillelagh of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anybody hit with it.
I think, to be honest with you, it's massively overrated. It's an antique, stick it on a wall, that's the job done. Bloody hopeless. Bilbo's gone for a dump in the forest.
He could have done that while he was invisible.
That is true, and nobody would have known.
It's right, because I set up a gazebo with lunch. Pre-lunch, obviously, because it's nearly dawn.
I'll just wait for a pissing boy to get back and then we can...
Pissing boy.
Yeah.
Pissy long stockings.
Now that the combat is over,
Huzzah.
it doesn't take a lot for this human
Okay.
to come round. Throwing back his hood with one arm clutching his shoulder, the cloaked wanderer reveals himself. Oh, bloody hell. Did not sign up for
Whips his
this.
kecks off.
Yeah.
He's got Velcro down the side.
He has long grey-brown hair and bright, steely eyes. He smiles through the pain of the wound he suffered at the claws of the troll. It is not often that I find myself needing protection, less often than it should come in the form of you little wondrous folk. It would seem I still have much to learn. My name is Halbarad, and I am a ranger. Although this title may not tell you much, suffice it to know that I, like yourselves, was searching for young Myrtle for two reasons. First,
Reason one.
First, for fear that she might find true danger. Second, because she took something I was meant to guard. I certainly didn't expect a burglar like Myrtle, and she fooled me. What Myrtle took from Kingsworthy is indeed a rare relic, a token of an ancient past best forgotten. It was hidden in plain sight, but remained safe for a long time until today. But now I think I have found somewhere worthy of its safekeeping.
Bilbo's house.
Yeah. I think that if you have it, it may be in better hands than mine.
Yeah.
He chuckles softly and his hard eyes brighten a bit.
Dave's shoving it up his jumper.
Now,
What club? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
if you would be so kind as to see the Mud Hut's home, give me a leg up maybe or an arm. I am certain they have a fine meal waiting for them. I have wounds to tend to, but I hope this will not be our last meeting.
I hope so,
He
stranger.
turns without waiting for a reply, and in a matter of seconds, the shadows of the heath swallow up the ranger as if he were one of their own, and he is gone.
But it's dawn.
But,
Where have you managed to? I can still see you. I can still see you.
Once back at Hobbiton, Mort explains to his wife Marigold what happened.
Yeah.
She chastises him as only a wife worried sick can, but prepares a grand feast for everyone
About
as a
time.
thank you for your efforts.
Yeah. She chastised him going, you brought him home? Jesus.
Salted pork.
After the fine meal and a long sleep, the player characters can begin their journey back to Bag End with the club of the Bull Roarer hidden among their gear.
Thank you very much.
To their surprise, as they come up the lane of Bagshot Row, they see a dwarf in a red hut peeking into the window of Bag End.
Quick, hide in a bush.
He turns at your approach,
Ooh.
casts off the hood, revealing a keen smile and a long white beard.
Gandalf, you've shrunk.
Bilbo, you old rascal! You told me to drop by for tea any time, and here I am.
Anytime.
Yeah, the dwarf pauses with a grin and collects himself before offering a polite smile. Forgive my exuberance, Balin, son of Fundin, at your service. And with a bow, he casts a knowing smile at Bilbo. So, what kind of trouble have you been getting yourself into this time, my little burglar? And so you now have a dwarf available as a player character.
Ooh.
He was fingering his ring during
That
the combat.
is the end
Yeah.
The end.
The end.
of the second part
The end.
This is the end.
My beautiful friend.
of the
Of the One Ring.
conspiracy of the Red Book.
Oh, is that what
It's called. That's what the adventures are called. Yes. And so, gentle listener, we draw another veil over the exploits of our hobbits as they dream of flailing about in a combat, cheese that draws them back from the Valley of Death, and a hero's welcome as a return home triumphant. What other adventures our brave hobbits encounter as they carry out old Uncle Bilbo's desires and explore the very length and breadth of the Shire, only time and possibly some replacement teeth will tell. Thank you for listening. Come once again for another tale of daring do coming soon. You have been listening to It's Good to Be Bard. This session of the One Ring, Come On Baby, Like My Shire, was recorded on the 23rd of September 2024. Whether you're an old hand or this is your first time listening, you can interact with us by leaving comments and likes on Facebook, Instagram and Blue Sky at It's Good to Be Bard. You can also email us on itsgoodtobebard@gmail.com if you have any comments, recommendations or questions. Like, why, Graeme? Why? I mean, that first session, that was on them. But I've done this again, so that's on me. I mean, when I bought this thing, it was, it's a little trip for some hobbits through the Shire. How could they spoil it? How could they spoil it?
Nurse, he's out of bed again. Quick, help me with the sedation.
And you can find our podcasts on YouTube and Spotify and can help the podcasts by sponsoring us via our Patreon website, where you can find a few little extras here and there, mainly my sanity. And all these things really do help the show and keep us going. And as always, remember.
Well, I've soiled my dress. My one ring is itchy.
Are we finished then?
We're done.
We're done.